Hey guys, Brendan here. Welcome back to Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc. Last time we were doing some stuff and we got to a point where Celeste had been attacked, and then we were running around the school and then Hifumi was attacked. And now we're going to the second floor to find the man that attacked Hifumi and Celeste. So we're gonna investigate the second floor, and they said something about the library, I think. Or maybe that was before. No, that was before. Okay. Oh. That strange cry. It had to be Celeste. It came from the floor above. She's on the third floor. I sprinted up to the third floor.
Everyone.
Over here, everyone. I'm trying to be careful with that soda can because it's like bulging out on the bottom, so it's like rocking back and forth when I place it down, which kind of sucks. It's fine. Probably just got dropped or something, but yeah. Everyone who heard the scream, come running.
Just a second.
Celeste, what's wrong?
What?
That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, the strange costumed man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared. He must be down this hall. Come on, let's go. What is it now? Huh?
Huh?
Whoa, it's really true. But that doesn't matter right now. No! Yeah! Huh? What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been... Hifumi! He's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back.
What?
What about the suspect? We've gone to all this trouble to capture him, right? Then why don't we split up into two groups?
It's all clear now.
I'll lead the hunting party. That seems much more interesting.
So then...
Very well, then. Makoto and Hina, you come with me to the nurse's office. I will leave the capture of the suspicious individual to Toko, Sakura, and Byakuya.
So then...
We'll handle it. Just go take care of Hifumi. Okay, you guys be careful! With that, we split up into two groups. Me, Celeste, and Hina all ran downstairs to the first floor.
Just a second.
He's in the nurse's office! Let's go! We stormed into the nurse's office, and what greeted us was a world of dripping crimson. Well, he's fucking dead. Everything was covered in red, except it wasn't, because it's pink. And the center of all this red was... Hifumi?
No!
Ah!
What the...
It looks like something very bad has happened. I certainly wasn't expecting this. That was Celeste, not Makoto. I'm an idiot. I certainly was not expecting this. I did not imagine that Hifumi would be murdered.
No way!
Murdered? You're not serious, are you? He's not really dead, is he? Oh, shite. Announcement time.
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
What the... that was the body discovery announcement. The body discovery announcement. When 3 or more people discover a body after a murder, that's what plays. And since we just heard it, that means... It must mean Hifumi. Someone killed him. One of us. One of us? And look at that. When Celeste said that, she pointed to something. Something on the floor. Something that had also been on the floor after the last two surprise attacks. The hammer. Another hammer. Justice Hammer number 3. And it's even bigger than the other two. Just as I suspected. One strike from that and you are finished. Then the killer. There can be no doubt. The suspicious individual, going by what Hifumi called him, the culprit must be Robo Justice. Whoever's hiding in that costume is the one that killed Hifumi. But wait. You saw him on the 3rd floor, right? Running back into the hall. So how did he end up in the nurse's office? You're not saying, they teleported or something, right?
Are you okay with this?
We can figure that part out later. Right now, we have to tell the others. You're right.
So then...
Then, shall we go? Hina, snap out of it. Huh? Are you okay, Hina?
Sorry.
Sorry. I'm not sure I can move right now. I'm feeling kinda... This is a problem. We can't just leave Hina here alone. Okay, then I'll go get everyone. You stay here with Hina. Very well. I leave it to you then. Okay, I'll be back soon. I tried to sound confident and upbeat, but I still hadn't stopped trembling from what I'd just been through. Everyone else is already up on the 3rd floor. I have to hurry. This is where everyone was chasing after the suspicious individual. Where was he headed? Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, the strange costumed man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared. He ran off, going further down the hallway. Way into the back of the hallway. Ding, 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 ding. Banana phone. Okay. Yeah, that only goes up, so you can't use that to go down. As far as I can tell, there's nobody here. But still, I feel some kind of presence. Yeah, I'm sure I can feel someone's presence. This presence. Is it coming from over there in the back? I leapt through the doorway, and when I did, I found another nightmare. The second nightmare of the day was waiting there to greet me. There, in a pool of his own blood, was Taka, dead. Oh shit!
Danganronpa.
Hifumi's body, discovered in the nurse's office. Taka's body, discovered in the equipment room. I was witness to 2 nightmares, one right after another. No, they weren't nightmares. This is harsh reality. The true nightmare is this reality, the reality I have to face every day. But still... Why is this happening? Okay, Toko's passed out. Toko? Don't tell me! Toko too! Relax, she just passed out when she saw the blood. The blood? Oh, that's right. When Toko is, Toko, she has a fear of blood, huh? We've tried everything to get her to wake up, but no luck. Just leave her be for now. It's like you said, I should just leave her alone for now. Yo, okay. They got nothing to say. Taka. Damn it, why'd this happen? And the Justice Hammer. Another hammer. Now it's Justice Hammer number 4, and it's even bigger than before. Is that suspicious individual responsible for killing Taka too?
However...
But why is it Justice Hammer 4? Huh? What do you mean? Celeste was attacked with Justice Hammer 1, then Hifumi was hit with Justice Hammer 2. But this time, it was Justice Hammer 4. What happened to number 3?
What?
What's the matter? Well, when you mentioned Justice Hammer 3, you just reminded me.
What?
Out with it. Do you know something? Actually, Taka's not the only one that's been killed. Hifumi's dead too!
What? Hey!
Hifumi's been killed! Yeah,
I see.
which is why you came to get us. And we better go check it out.
Damn.
Of course! Come on! So Sakura, Byakuya, and I rushed out of the physics lab. But as soon as we were out of the physics lab...
Oh,
Celeste, aren't you supposed to be waiting in the nurse's office?
ugh.
Something has come up. Yeah, I heard. Hifumi is dead, right?
Indeed.
Well, that is not all. It is gone. Huh? What's gone? It has disappeared. Disappeared?
Ugh.
Hifumi's body has disappeared. What?
What did you
What are you
say?
talking about? It's disappeared. Don't be ridiculous.
Come on.
Are you serious?
What?
What the heck is happening here?
Hey!
Everyone, back to the nurse's office! I practically leapt down the stairs, nearly losing my balance. I reached the nurse's office, completely out of breath. I couldn't believe my eyes! Hifumi's body was there just a few minutes earlier. It just disappeared. Me and Celeste went to the bathroom. But we were only gone for like a minute. And then, when we got back...
Indeed.
This must be the work of the culprit. They must have come and carried the body away. They must be really enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused.
Ugh.
We're all going to die here. We're going to die, just like those guys died.
What did you say?
I don't believe this. I don't believe a body would just disappear.
Why?
First, there were 2 murders, and now one of the bodies has been taken. This is unnatural. Hold on, what do you mean 2 murders?
Hina.
Taka's been killed. We found him in the equipment room.
No way!
It can't be. Taka too. It can't be. It can't be.
No!
Hina.
Hina, calm down. We're all gonna die. All of us. They're gonna kill all of us. Then who might the next target be? Toko? Huh?
What?
I completely forgot. She's still unconscious in the equipment room.
Well,
You left her at the scene of the crime? We didn't have a choice. She passed out, and she refused to wake up.
huh?
So, she is still unconscious.
Damn.
Wait, so you knew she was still up there, and said nothing? Why? That annoying little insect clings to me wherever I go. We'd be better off without her.
Bastard!
You bastard! Calm down. You forgot about her, didn't you? You have no right to blame me. Everyone stop fighting. Right now, we need to hurry back.
Huh?
I can't take this anymore. I don't want anyone else to die!
Damn.
Byakuya, if something's happened to Toko, I'll never forgive you. We shot out of the nurse's office and bolted up the stairs, heading back to the 3rd floor. We ran back to the equipment room at full speed, and when we got there... Toko! Thank God you're okay. But right away I noticed there was something very different here. The body was gone. It was gone. Taka's body, which should have been right there, had disappeared. This can't be happening. Are we all hallucinating this or something? No, it's not a hallucination. I know I saw it before. And what I'm seeing now isn't what I saw before.
Huh?
What? Are you saying Taka had disappeared too?
Stop talking.
Stop saying disappeared. It didn't just vanish in a thin air. Obviously whoever did this has hidden the body. But why would they do that? I couldn't possibly begin to imagine. Well, it's obvious. No body, we can't investigate it. Anyway, our costume suspect is clearly continuing his crime spree. We gotta hurry and catch him before he kills all of us!
Not possible.
Oh, I don't think you have to worry about that.
Huh?
Huh? Think about it. Who could possibly be responsible for killing and hiding these dead bodies?
Well...
When Hifumi's death cry went up, everyone was here together on the 3rd floor.
It is so.
After that, we split up into 2 groups. And now, this time, you all came here as a group from the nurse's office. In other words, the only ones who could still have done this are Hiro and Kyoko, who are still missing. Hold on a second. Kyoko has an alibi for when Celeste and Hifumi were attacked. There's no question that she was in the dining hall with us. You seem very adamant about defending her. Perhaps you are in love? That's not it at all!
That's fine.
Well, anyway, yes. I do accept Kyoko's alibi.
Let's see...
Which means the suspicious individual we're looking for can be none other than Hiro. Which further means there will be no more murders. The regulations are very clear about that. Oh, that's right. There's a rule that says you can only kill a maximum of 2 people.
That's right.
As long as that rule is in place, there will not be a 3rd murder. If they were to break that rule... I'd mince ya! Mince ya without a second thought! Mince ya! Grind ya! Turn ya into paste! By the way, did you know that fish paste can also refer to shellfish? Like shrimp or crabs? Indeed.
Let's see...
So since 2 people have been killed, there is no possibility of any more.
Perhaps.
You knew that from the beginning, didn't you, Byakuya? Which means you knew Toko was never in danger. I still meant it when I said we'd be better off without her, though.
In other words...
Anyway, with that in mind, we can now relax and search for the 2 missing bodies. The 2 missing bodies? 2 people have been killed, and their bodies have been hidden. The only one without an alibi, the only one who could have done it, is Hiro. But, is he really the killer? What about Kyoko? If she's not involved in this case, where did she go?
What?
Hey, Makoto, what's the matter? Huh? Oh no, it's nothing. Whatever. We need to find those bodies, or our little narrative here can't move forward.
So then...
Very well. Let us split up and begin searching.
But...
There's no need to be afraid. No more murders will take place during this case.
'Cause, I mean...
I know that. I mean, I think I do, but...
Hina.
If you're still nervous, I'll come with you.
Huh?
Okay, thank you. No need to thank me. Then let's get moving. Yell out if you find anything. Byakuya left the equipment room, followed by the others. I have to try and find the 2 missing bodies. Okay. I am going to go into... where is it? Here.
Huh?
Where could 2 dead bodies have disappeared to?
Damn.
We need to search for the bodies that have disappeared. What happens after that? Okay. Rattle, rattle. Huh? The door must be locked. Okay, it's locked, so I can't go in there. Cool. Well, let's go back to the nurse's office, I guess. I'd better look around this floor first. Okay, it's not letting me. Nobody in here. Anybody in this classroom? Nope. Makoto,
Come on.
why are you just standing there? We need to get to the repository. Huh? You mean...
Indeed.
I found them. Hifumi and Taka's bodies had both been hidden in the repository.
Goodbye.
I've already told Hina and Sakura. We'll go on ahead. Their bodies were in the repository. Yeah. Uh-huh, yeah. Yeah. Are the bodies here somewhere? Up ahead is the repository. The doorknob turned. I guess it's unlocked. Then I have no choice but to go inside. So I opened the door, and when I entered, I saw... the 2 bodies that had disappeared were right there. The smell of blood made me gag. What I saw before my eyes was unquestionable, unavoidable, unwavering reality. And then I heard the announcement for a second time.
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
And so here we are! Without further ado, let me give you all the next Monokuma file! I was going to hand them out when you found the bodies the first time, but I thought something might happen. It was really hard to resist, but turns out I was right!
Stop talking.
Just hand it over already.
Punishment is waiting.
Now
for
make
you.
sure to investigate with all of your mental might and prepare for the class trial!
See ya
Okay, see you later! Well then, now that we've found the bodies, all that's left is to uncover the culprit.
What the heck?
Hold on. How can you be so calm? I mean, they're dead, you know?
That's terrible.
Dead! Gone forever! They're never coming back! Awful. This is all just too awful. Hina suddenly burst into tears. She clutched at Hifumi's lifeless body.
Who would do this? Why? Why?
Large, wet tears fell from her eyes. The tears landed on Hifumi's cheeks. If this were some world of make-believe, that might have been when Hifumi opened his eyes. But this wasn't a movie. It was a video game. So of course he opened his eyes. This wasn't...
He's alive again? Where am I?
cold. So cold. Is winter coming?
Hifumi, wake up!
Huh? Ah, that's right. I remember now. Hope's Peak.
Come on, you gotta wake up!
I remember everything. Before I met you all. I met you all.
His memories are blending together. He has nothing useful to offer us.
The light. It's reaching out to me. Like the tail of a comet.
Hey, Hifumi! Who was it? Who attacked you? Who tried to kill you?
Who killed me? That's right. I remember their name. Yasu. Hiro.
His eyes closed. And they never opened again. Death for the second time. Absolute, undeniable death. No matter how many more of Hina's tears splashed his face, there was no second miracle. Reality set in again. This isn't some stereotypical fantasy world. Tears can't restore a person's vitality.
Honestly.
You have no tears, do you? No blood in your veins? No calcium in your bones? At least you have your meat.
Stop talking.
You're just angry. Going out of his way to return, just to leave us with those unnecessary dying words. Now this game has become exceedingly boring. He said, Yasuhiro, right?
Then perhaps...
Yasuhiro Hagakure. That is the only person he could have been referring to.
So, in other words...
And with that, the case is solved. Assaulting people and even killing Taka and Hifumi. And then going so far as to hide their bodies. A criminal that hides his face behind a mask and uses a bunch of giant wooden hammers. Is that what Hiro is?
What is this?
If it's true, I can't forgive him. No way can I ever forgive him. To kill two of our friends.
That's fine.
Anyway, it's about time we track down the culprit in our little life or death game here. Although, this time, it's not all that life or death. The trial would conclude without too much trouble.
Indeed.
Yes, it does look that way. It's going to begin again. We have to go through this one more time. I have to accept it. I have no choice but to go through with this, to make sure everyone survives. I just have to do it. Investigate. First, I'd better check the Monokuma file. The victims were Hifumi Yamada and Kiyotaka Ishimaru. The cause of death for each was a blow to the head. It is thought that they were both killed with a similar weapon. Yeah. That's it?
Very strange.
Yeah, it's pretty strange. We got way less information this time than before. That is no problem. After all, the events of this case unfolded before our very eyes. We should know more about what happened than the Monokuma file could anyway. Maybe.
Well,
There's something else that's bothering me. Someone else has been missing for quite a while. Are you talking about Kyoko?
perhaps.
Without a doubt, she has an alibi for when Celeste and Hifumi were attacked. But what if the killer wasn't acting alone? What if they had an accomplice? An accomplice? An accomplice? What are you doing here?
Monokuma!
be rude. I'm here to answer your question. What question?
Yep.
You're talking about accomplices, right? I'm pretty sure I explained this before, didn't I? During the first class trial?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So there's almost no reason at all to be an accomplice.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
In other words,
So basically, you can be an accomplice if you want, but there's no gratification in it.
So then,
So, are you saying nobody worked together this time either?
hey,
Sorry, can't answer that. It would obstruct the free exchange of information between you guys. I just want to make sure you don't forget, no matter how much you might assist in a murder, only one blackened can graduate. An accomplice gets nothing!
So in other words,
Then we only need to figure out who that one blackened is that did the killing, right? Just like normal.
well,
Okay. Let me take this opportunity to clarify the whole shebang. In this class trial, what you need to determine is the one true blackened who devised the murder plot and put it into action. The true blackened. So just one person.
well now.
That's enough for explainifying. Now it's down to the final battle between all of you and the blackened. Good luck to all the contestants. So there can only be one blackened. An accomplice would not benefit. Then I can't see any way Kyoko would be connected to this case after all. You may be right. If that's true, then Kyoko, where are you?
however,
As long as she's not connected to the case, it doesn't matter. Let's get back to the investigation.
Indeed.
I have absolutely no doubt that Hiro is responsible. But for the time being, I suppose it can't hurt to pursue further information.
So,
You know, don't you think we should consider a certain someone as a suspect, just in case? I'm talking about the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack. What? I'm offended. When did you... I've been looking all over for you, Master. When I woke up, you were nowhere to be found. Anyway, you there, milk sack swimmer girl.
huh?
Milk sack?
You gotta be kidding!
Why do I gotta be a suspect?
What the heck?
Well, I mean, you are a serial killer.
What?
So what? I'm like a special guest suspect every time? I have an alibi, you know. She's right about that. When we heard Hifumi scream, she was with me. And when the bodies disappeared, she was still lying unconscious in the equipment room. Plus, Taka's body aside, I can't imagine any way she would have been able to move Hifumi's body.
Yep.
Besides, I calculate every move I make. I'm not gonna kill someone when everyone knows what I look like. They don't call me the murderous fiend for nothing.
What are you saying?
That's not the kind of thing you should be bragging about.
Let's see.
On another topic, should we post a guard by the bodies like before? We can't have them disappearing again.
so then,
Hina and I can handle that. You don't mind, do you, Hina? Sure, I'd be totally useless on the investigation anyway.
it's all clear now.
Then that's that. Let's begin. This whole thing is so strange. All but one of us has an alibi, so figuring out who did it should be obvious. Right? But maybe it's just me, but I don't think it's going to be as straightforward as it seems. Okay, let's check these hammers. There are hammers of all different sizes hanging on the wall, although some of them are more like mallets. Mallets? Have the Justice hammers been designed using these as a model? Either way, all the hammers here have obviously seen a lot of use. They're all covered in debris and chalky stone powder. Wait. For some reason, one hammer isn't dirty at all, and it's wet. Did someone wash it recently? Spotless hammer has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Taka, he'll never move again. According to the Monokuma file, Taka died from a blow to the head. We found Justice Hammer 4 near his body in the equipment room. Is that what was used to kill him? And there's a tarp laid out under his body. The killer used this to move Taka's body. That way, there wouldn't be any blood left behind while the body was moved. Hifumi's big, cold body is laying on the floor. His really big body. I mean, how on earth was the killer able to move someone so big? From the nurse's office where he was discovered to here, the repository, all the way from the first floor to the third, and all without anyone noticing it. How the hell? It's no good. I just don't get it. I can think about it later. For now, I have to finish investigating Hifumi himself. If I remember correctly, Hifumi's fatal injury was also a blow to the head. Probably from Justice Hammer 3, which was laying on the floor in the nurse's office. Huh? Wait. Something's off about his body. Why am I getting this feeling? Something's different. Something about Hifumi's body in the nurse's office versus his body right now. That's it! His glasses! When his body was in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood. But now, they're completely clean. Does that mean someone wiped his glasses off? But who would do that, and why? Hifumi's glasses have been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay, we're gonna grab the dolly over here. Or look at the dolly. It's a dolly. Doesn't have a handle. I saw this in the art room before. I guess it's used to move statues around. It's kind of awkward, but if you bend down, it's not too hard to use. Huh? But wait. Wasn't this in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? And look at the wheel. There's a blood stain on it. So there's blood on the wheel of the dolly that was moved from the equipment room to the repository. What's the explanation for that? Hey, Makoto, I've been thinking about something. It's about the repository. Huh? What is it? After Fumi and Taka's bodies disappeared, we split up to look around, right? I was really scared, so me and Sakura stuck together.
But...
And we came to the repository to, you know, look around. But when we got here, the repository was locked. We couldn't get inside. It was locked. And we came here as soon as the search started, so there's no way someone could have beat us here. So if that's true, then who locked it? And why is it unlocked now? I wonder the same thing. The door was locked when the search for the bodies began, but now it's wide open. There must be some secret lurking in there, but I'll probably have to leave this area to figure it out. There are many aspects to the incident this time. Too many, to be honest. Considering that, it may be good to look back on everything that's happened.
So then...
Would you like my help? Sure. Yeah, let's look back on things. This morning, only 4 of us met up at the dining hall. Hina, Kyoko, you, and myself. We waited for the others, but nobody showed up, so we decided to go look for them. It was around 8 o'clock when we began our search. And soon after we split up, Kyoko disappeared. After that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room on the 3rd floor, then quickly came and got you and me. According to Celeste, she was attacked by a suspicious individual and lay unconscious for about an hour. In other words, she was attacked an hour before we found her, meaning just after 7. Based on the picture Celeste took, we discovered her attacker was dressed in a strange costume. It was Robo Justice. It also became clear that this Robo Justice had dragged Hifumi away. After meeting up with Toko and Byakuya, we began searching for the costumed assailant. We found an injured Hifumi in the library on the 2nd floor. We took him down to the nurse's office on the 1st floor, then resumed our search. But not long after leaving the nurse's office. What's wrong? I saw a shadow, something moving around at the top of the stairs. Based on Celeste's claims, we went back up to the 2nd floor, where we split up and began searching. Then right after that, Celeste screamed. This time, she had apparently seen the suspect on the 3rd floor. Hearing her screams, we quickly made our way to the 3rd floor. Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, the strange costumed man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared. And then... Yeah! Huh? What was that? It came from downstairs. It must have been... Hifumi! He's in the nurse's office! This is bad. Come on, we have to go back! At that point, we decided to split up into 2 groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office. Meanwhile, you, Byakuya, and Toko pursued the suspect on the 3rd floor. And when we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi's corpse. Which is also when we heard the body discovery announcement play. I left Celeste and Hina alone and headed back to the 3rd floor to tell the others what had happened.
However...
But, at that same time, we had discovered Taka's body in the equipment room. Which means Hifumi and Taka's bodies were discovered right around the same time. Because I remember hearing the body discovery announcement play right after finding Taka. And that's when I showed up and told you and Byakuya that Hifumi had been killed, right? Then you, me, and Byakuya all headed back to the nurse's office, leaving behind Toko, who had fainted. But as soon as we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who just arrived to tell us something very unusual. Hifumi's body has disappeared. We hurried back to the nurse's office to discover that his corpse was, in fact, gone. Then we remembered we had abandoned the unconscious Toko and rushed back to the equipment room. This can't be happening. Are we hallucinating all this or something? This time, Taka's body had disappeared. So from there, we began our search for both of the missing bodies. And after some time, Celeste told us she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository. And there we rediscovered the 2 bodies that had apparently vanished. And that brings us up to now.
However...
Looking back, things have certainly been very active. If you want to look back at the case again, just let me know. I'm fine anytime. Okay. Well, I didn't really need all that recap, but okay. Byakuya, do you think Hiro really did it? I don't see how anyone could think otherwise. When the attacks and murders and disappearances all happened, every one of us had an alibi. And the last thing Hifumi said when he died... Yeah, he said Hiro's name.
So, in other words...
Then there's no room to suspect anyone else. Okay, but if he did do it, why would he hide his identity with that weird costume? Maybe he thought that no matter what happened, he'd be safe as long as his face was covered. Because he's the fool of the century, you see. I mean, he is kind of dumb. But do you really think that's enough to explain it? I feel like there's a clue hiding in there somewhere.
What?
And is that it? That's all that bothers you about the case? Well, no, there are a few other things. Like, why did the killer try to hide the bodies? They probably figured that if we couldn't find the bodies, we couldn't complete our investigation. But if that's the case, we found the bodies pretty easily, didn't we? Again, it comes back to the fact that the culprit was a moron. Is that really all there is to it? The other thing that bothers me is... why'd they bother killing 2 people?
What?
What? Because all the rule says if you can kill someone and get away with it, you graduate, right? So if you're the killer, your #1 priority is not getting caught. But killing 2 people means more clues. More chances you'll get found out.
I see.
Hold on. Perhaps. I see. So that's what that means. Is everything okay?
That's enough.
Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Uh-huh. What's with the attitude? But you have my appreciation.
Goodbye.
Thanks to you, I might have some fun with this after all. His mysterious words hung in the air as he left the repository. He talked as if he'd figured something out. But if he did, would it have killed him to tell me what it was? Yes, actually, Byakuya fucking will die if he helps a single person do literally anything. He's Byakuya Tagami. He's too good to help people. Did I not look at Hifumi's body yet? I thought I did. I thought I looked at everything in here. Yeah, what's up?
So then...
No thanks, I don't need to. I already looked at this. I already looked at that. Okay, I'll look at Hifumi again, I guess. Hifumi's big reply. Yeah. Okay. This whole situation really does bother me. After Hifumi and Taka's bodies disappeared, we split up to look around, right? I was really scared, so me and Sakura stuck together. And we came to the repository to, you know, look around. The repository was locked, you couldn't get inside. I thought I checked everything in here. Surveillance camera. Cool. What about the TV? Is that important? No, of course it's not. But I got a monocoin. Cool. What the hell? The dolly. Huh? Wait, wasn't this in the other room? Yeah, we've already been over this. Why can't I leave the room? There's only one way in and out of this room, through the door that Hina said was locked before. Okay, I guess I had to click the leave button even though it wasn't giving me the like, prompt on the screen. There's definitely a lock on the door, but it can only be locked from the inside the repository. I don't see any way to lock it from in the art room. The door can only be locked from inside the repository, which makes me wonder, Hina and Sakura confirmed that the door was locked after we started looking for the missing bodies. And the door is designed so that it can only be locked from inside the repository. In other words, when Hina checked it, someone had already gone into the repository and locked the door. When they were done, they unlocked it and left, which is why it's unlocked now. But Hina claims that there's no way someone could have beaten them to the repository. So that certain someone... There's gotta be a clue around here somewhere. Maybe I should check somewhere else. There are places I already know about. First, the nurse's office, where Hifumi was found. Then, the equipment room, where Taka was found. I think it makes more sense to go to the place on the same floor than it does to go to the place on a different floor. So I'm going to the place on the same floor. Oh yeah, that's how you get to the equipment room. Duh. I was like, where's the how, what? I forgot. Had a brain death slightly. Just hammer 4, the weapon that was used to kill Taka. The body was moved, but the murder weapon was just left here. Okay. Bloodstain. There's some kind of tire mark going through the pool of blood in the middle of the room. That reminds me about the dolly in the repository. There is blood on its tire. Could that blood have come from this blood stain here? Which could mean that Taka's body was moved from the equipment room to the repository using the dolly. But rooms are on the 3rd floor. Both rooms are on the 3rd floor, so that should have definitely been possible. But even if the dolly was used to move Taka's body, what about Hifumi? Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office on the 1st floor. Even with a dolly, there's no way to get it up to the 3rd floor. That's still a total mystery. Huh? This tarp. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before, and just recently too. Underneath Taka's body. I was sleeping right here when the killer carried the body away. I'm super pissed I missed such an ultimately rare event. Alright. We're leaving the equipment room now. And we're gonna go to the nurse's office. Dink, dink, dink. Dink, dink, dink. Dink, dink, dink. Dink, dink. A dink, dink, dink. Dink, dink, dink. Dink, dink, dink. Dink. Okay. Alright. Let's take a look around here. Hey Celeste, how's it going? What are you investigating, Celeste? I'm not investigating anything, precisely speaking. I'm simply going around seeing if Hiro might be hiding anywhere. What about you? Oh, you know, I'm just checking this and that. The main thing on my mind is how someone could have moved Hifumi's body.
Let's see.
How Hifumi was moved, eh?
When it disappeared, you were supposed to be in the nurse's office, right?
Yes, indeed.
Correct. Hina was not feeling well, so I stayed behind to look after her. But she seemed to be getting worse, so I took her into the bathroom.
And when you got back, the body was gone.
We could not have been gone for more than a minute or two, though.
Yeah, Hina said the same thing. So then the killer was able to get in and move Hifumi's body in that short amount of time?
Indeed.
It would seem so.
To carry off someone as big as Hifumi in only a couple of minutes is... I can't think of it as anything less than impossible. Celeste's account has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Oh, I'm dying. Justice Hammer 3, the one that was used to kill Hifumi. Sorry about that, guys, if you heard that. I apologize for what occurred a few seconds ago. Someone moved the body but left the weapon behind. Cool. This. A refrigerator. Wonder if there's anything to drink inside. After everything I've been through, I'm totally parched. Maybe just a quick peek. There's a bunch of blood packets in here. For blood transfusions, I guess I could drink this. It doesn't help me, though. I'm not a vampire. It's just a normal trash can. Huh? Wait, there's something inside. It's too small to be a handkerchief. It's a glasses cleaning cloth. And it's got some kind of cartoon character on it. Ugh, but it's also covered in blood.
Oh.
Ah, did you find something?
Yeah, there's a cleaning cloth in the trash can.
Huh?
A cleaning cloth?
And it's all bloody. Whoever this belonged to must have used it to wipe up some blood.
But who would need to do something like that? I haven't the slightest idea.
Yeah, me either, but I think it might be important. Glasses cleaning cloth has been added to your Truth Bullets. Leave the area, yes. So this is where you were.
I've been looking for you.
You have? I wanted to thank you for what you did. Not that you meant to, but you ended up making this little game of ours very interesting indeed. You should go to Hero's room. Oh, and let me give you this. Meet in the dining hall. This is the note Hero wrote to get us all to meet up, right? You remember well. Well, the penmanship was pretty remarkable, so it left an impression.
It's all clear now.
Anyway, this makes it clear, right? This is a trap. What is?
Things grow ever more exciting.
What are you talking about? I've already repaid my debt. I don't owe you any more explanation.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. So he said to go to Hero's room, but... What's waiting for me there? I am Byakuya Tagami, the best guy in the world, and nobody's better than me. Okay, we're moving on. We're going to Hero's room, which is one of these. Sakura, Aoi, Chihiro, Toko, Sayaka, Makoto, Kyoko, Tsuketaga, Mondo, Byakuya, Junko, Celeste, Sakura, Leon, Yasuhiro. The door is unlocked. I guess I can go inside. Byakuya did say to look. It might not be a great idea, but I'm gonna take the plunge. This is Hero's room. There's all kinds of weird stuff in here. Where'd he even get it all from? More importantly, he still hasn't turned up. Which means he can't really complain if I don't get his... If I don't get his permission to search his room, right? I soundlessly check the bathroom. There's nothing in here. It's pretty grungy, though. How does a bathroom even get this dirty? Gross. Monitor. That's the door. We'll look at the boxes. I think there's something in the cardboard box. It's blueprints for something, and... some things made out of... looks like cardboard, plastic, and plaster? Is this Robo Justice? And it's in Hero's room. But wait. These blueprints. Something about them bothers me. Robo Justice Blueprints has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. It's a normal bed, pretty much like the one in my room. Okay, we can't check the status of his toolkit, and there's seemingly nothing else to look at. Makoto! Big news! Big news! What's wrong? We found Kyoko! What? Is she okay? Where is she? Wait, I wasn't done. There's more big news.
Just a second.
Robo Justice showed up too. Robo Justice? It's Hiro wearing the costume.
Okay.
Anyway, as soon as you can head to the pool on the second floor. Do you think Hiro and Kyoko would turn up at the same time? Anyway, I have to head to the pool. I ran off to the second floor as fast as I could. Okay, they're all over here. Kyoko and...
I mean...
Phew. Man, I have had the worst day. Hiro? Hiro.
Huh? Oh, hey, Makoto.
Yeah, duh. Who else would I be? That's a good question. Huh? What? Why do I look like this? Did someone come along and remodel me while I was sleeping? Was it the Illuminati? Oh my god, that's a funny meta reference. I found Hiro. He was jammed into the pool room locker. It looked like he was fast asleep, so I kicked him and woke him up.
Don't be mean.
I still can't believe you kicked me. You could have been a little more gentle about it, like, I don't know, caress my face or something?
What?
That's creepy. Anyway, Kyoko, where have you been all this time? You disappeared all of a sudden, without a trace.
Wow.
There was something I had to check up on. What do you mean? Never mind. I can't never mind.
It's nothing.
Never mind.
Hey.
More importantly, she says that, but does she have any idea? Does she know people think she might be spying for the mastermind?
And?
First of all, Hiro, you need to explain to us why you're dressed up like that.
I mean...
Oh, well, I mean, I have no idea. 1 second I was asleep. Don't even know how that happened. And then I woke up and then I was here. I don't care. Do something about that costume. It pains me just to look at you.
Huh?
Well, I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can't actually get it off. A little help? Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself?
You got it all wrong.
I didn't make the stupid freaking thing.
It would seem...
There's a clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. It looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your own. We don't really have a choice. Let's help him.
It took everyone's help, but we were able to get Hiro out of the suit. It took a few minutes, but eventually we got all the pieces off. Phew! Free at last!
Isn't it kind of weird how the suit perfectly fits Hiro?
So then...
More to the point, nobody but Hiro would be able to wear that costume.
Wait, what? Hold on a sec!
Honestly.
Don't bother trying to act innocent. The blueprints were in your room as well.
Is that okay?
In other words, it's obvious to everyone that you made this costume.
That's true. I saw the blueprints myself. Yeah, me too.
Could it be...
Then it's obvious. The one who put this costume on and went around attacking everyone
That's terrible!
was Hiro! Shall we tie him up and gag him?
Just the worst.
Good idea. We wouldn't want him killing anyone else.
Tie me up? Hold on, guys. I think that's going a little far.
That's right.
He may be a suspect, but he deserves fair treatment.
Yeah, I mean, attacking? Blueprints? I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
What the heck?
You can't talk your way out of this. It's been decided. You killed them.
What? Killed who? I have no idea what you're talking about. There must be a fake hero running around.
What are you saying?
You're the only one who can wear this costume. So who else could possibly be the costumed attacker?
What the heck?
How do you know I'm the only one? Maybe you should try it on for yourself before you convict me.
Okay.
Fine, if you're gonna be a jerk about it, I will. Without missing a bit, Hina started putting on the Robo Justice costume.
Huh. See? Look. See how loose it is? I mean, come on. I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me.
And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
That's not a very nice thing to say.
You didn't fucking make it. Why are you offended?
I mean, it's not like I made it. I just got caught up in the moment.
Well, either way, now we know for sure, right? I mean, it seems pretty clear that nobody but Hero could have fit into this dumb costume.
In a huff, Hina took the suit back off again. Well, now you're all out of excuses.
No, see, it's 'cause you're a girl. If it was another guy, then...
Makoto, go ahead.
Okay. Against my will, I picked up the pieces off the floor and tried putting them on. It's no good. The arms are too long. There's no way I can wear this.
Just a second.
See, I told you it was impossible. You are absolutely right. It seems this costume was made to fit Hiro's body exactly.
But...
Then there's another costume. They must have one that looks the same, but fits them.
Honestly.
If you insist on this line of defense, then show us some evidence.
what the heck?
Evidence?
You claim there's another suit, yes? Then you must find it and show it to us.
What the heck?
Just the worst.
Who cares? Hiro's the only one without an alibi during this whole thing anyway.
That's terrible.
Which is how we know it was him.
What?
I mean, is that really true? I have no idea what's been happening. Could someone, like, tell me? Robo Justice costume has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook.
What the heck?
If you don't tell me what's going on, how am I supposed to understand? I think I figured out that someone's been killed, right? Hey, Makoto, who was it?
Well, two people were killed. Taka and Tafumi.
What? Two people?
Just the worst.
Why are you freaking out? You did it.
I did not! Wait, hold on. If those two are the ones that were killed,
How about that?
that's it! I know who did it!
So then,
You may as well tell us then.
Taka and Hifumi were fighting over Alter Ego, right?
I'm at least 30%
Which means
right.
Alter Ego and or Chihiro must have done it.
correct.
I see. That's unfortunate.
Please.
Huh? Unfortunate?
What the heck?
Stop trying to trick us. Just admit that you did it, okay?
I'm telling you, you got it all wrong.
So then,
I know, that note.
Note?
Last night, someone slipped a weird note under my door. And here's what it said. I found a hole, maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m. But the last thing I remember is going to the rec room, then for some reason I fell asleep.
hey.
The real killer probably drugged me or something.
Just the worst.
Not a chance.
So,
No, hold on. He could be onto something. The nurse's office did have chemicals that could do that.
Huh?
Really?
I told you, someone's trying to set me up. A secret passage, a chance to escape. Someone wrote all that to trick me.
Even if that's true, you must be one dumb fish to bite every piece of bait that floats in front of you.
Well, after being trapped here so long, even if you know it's a lie, you still gotta check, right? Yo! They preyed on my desire to get out of here! They deceived me!
I still don't buy it.
Don't be mean.
Well, you should buy it! It's 20% off! That's a pretty good deal, you know?
Just a second.
Okay, then show us that note.
With pleasure. I have it right here in my, pocket.
No.
Looks like I lost it.
Yeah, sure.
Please! You gotta believe me! I wanted her to fly!
As I said before, if you want us to believe you, you must produce evidence. Can you show us the note? I have no particular issue with what you claim, but if you want us to believe you, give us a reason.
What the heck? For serious? Yeah, dude. Evidence is important. Like, oh my gosh.
Now then, shall we resume our investigation? There's no time to waste before the class trial begins. Why do we need to keep investigating? We already know who did it.
What the heck?
Why? Why did you kill them? Tell us, Hero!
No, it's like I said.
Just the worst.
Was it really to get the money Monokuma offered us? Yeah, that must be it. You must be totally broke, and that's why...
Wait, that's a false accusation. Someone help me.
What are you saying?
Just be thankful we haven't bound and gagged you. If you have the time to yell and carry on, you have time to search for your evidence, right?
You're right. I need to look for the second suit and that note. Feet don't fail me now.
I guess I'd better get back to guard duty. I was gonna ask Toko, or Genocide Jack, to switch with me. But if she and Sakura got into a fight, we'd have a catastrophe on our hands. Well, bye.
One by one, everyone peeled away.
Makoto, do you have a second? Huh? I want you to help me with the investigation.
It would seem...
It looks like I got a late start on this one, so I need to make up some ground. Sure, I don't mind helping, but can you promise me something? Later, when we have time, will you tell me why you disappeared?
Why is that?
No. To reject me so simply.
Anyway,
I need your help. You don't mind, do you?
Okay.
shall we go?
Thanks. Now then, shall we?
Hey,
So, Makoto, first I'd like to examine the corpses. Examine the corpses. I can't believe I'm hearing that from a girl the same age as me.
correct.
Dead bodies don't lie, you know. They tell the truth far more easily than the living.
Hey,
Wouldn't you agree?
How am I supposed to answer?
Anyway, we have to hurry before the class trial begins again. Yeah, you're right. Okay, then, show me where the bodies are. They're in the repository. Then I guess we should head that way for now. The third floor stairs are here. Ding 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 ding. Okay, let's go to we're at the wrong place. Art room. Art room, art room, art room. Art room. Room in the back. Hifumi and Taka. For a moment, Kyoko seemed to go rigid. But only for a moment.
So then,
Well then, let's get started. She crouched down next to Taka and without hesitation began poking and prodding the bodies.
I knew it.
The Monokuma was right. They were killed using similar weapons. Her movements were so smooth. She was so calm. Seeing how comfortable she was actually made me feel a little more comfortable. Okay, let's talk to her.
I see.
Makoto, I found something. You did?
Hey.
You remember the wristwatch Tako always wore on his left hand? He did?
Whew.
Are you so oblivious to the other people around you? Do you just like other people that much? No, that's not it. Anyway, so you said he had a watch?
So then...
Take a look. It's broken. You can see the hands aren't moving, right? It most likely broke when he had his encounter with his assailant. And if you notice, the hands are frozen at just past 6 o'clock. So that would mean the watch was broken sometime just after 6.
That's right.
But last night, Taka's watch definitely wasn't broken.
Hey, you! How long were you gonna keep us waiting? Taka's irritated voice pierced the air as he stared pointedly at his wristwatch. It's almost 10 o'clock, you know that? Bedtime for all the little boys and girls!
In other words...
So if it worked at 10 p.m. last night, it couldn't have been broken at 6 p.m. Meaning, it must have happened at 6 a.m. this morning. Broken wristwatch has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
However...
And that's not all. Look at Taka's left hand. He appears to be gripping something. You're right. There's something white in there.
Makoto.
Can you try and pick it out? Me?
Because...
Rigor mortis has already set in. Boys are better suited to this kind of manual labor, right? Okay. As much as I didn't want to, I grasped Taka's cold hand. The ice-cold hand was enough to cause my heart to stop beating. After some effort, I was finally able to free the object from his tightly clenched fist. A piece of paper?
Hey.
Was that all he had in his hand? Yeah, that's it. Just a little scrap of paper. Doesn't seem like much of a clue, does it?
Is that right?
I wonder about that. Kyoko then turned to Hifumi's body.
So then...
Let's check Hifumi's body now. Perhaps he's left us a few clues of his own. Kiyotaka's scrap of paper has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay, let's check it out. The biggest problem I have right now is how the killer was able to move this corpse. Oh no, 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 I didn't want to go through the scene again. She said to check the body, so I looked at the body, but like, it just gives me the thing of looking at the body. I mean, I need to talk to her again, I guess. So, did you find anything?
Indeed.
I did. More to be expected. More than I expected, to be honest. Look at this. A wad of paper?
That's right.
Hifumi had it hidden on him. Hidden?
Indeed.
He'd stuffed it in his pants. So I can only assume he'd hidden it on purpose, you see. In his pants? Wait, so you...
Why is that?
It was just his pants, not like his socks or something. I don't know what that means.
Hey.
Anyway, let's take a look at the paper. Go ahead, Makoto. Open it up. When I think of how it was stuffed down his pants, it's like... It better be important, Hifumi, or I'll never forgive you for this. Note. I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m.
So...
That sounds very familiar. That's it! It's the same thing Hiro said! Then he was telling us the truth.
However...
Although, it's not exactly the same, is it?
Last night, someone slipped a weird note under my door, and here's what it said. I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m.
The time is different.
Hiro told us that his note said to meet at 1 a.m. But the note they wrote to Hifumi asked him to meet at 6 a.m.
Is that right?
Hold on. Just because Hifumi had the note doesn't mean it was meant for him. Huh?
So...
Part of it has been torn off, right? I think there's likely some meaning there.
There's some meaning to part of it being ripped. Could you maybe explain a little more?
Think carefully, you fucking moron. You literally have the piece of ripped off paper in your other hand. Just line them up, God. You're so goddamn useless, Makoto. Like, do you even have a brain?
Hey.
Why would he have been clutching to that scrap of paper so tightly?
I have no idea.
So then...
What if it wasn't just a scrap of paper when he was holding it? What if it was something more important? And how would something important like that become a mere scrap of paper? That's what you need to answer. They ripped it from him.
Hey.
That note was addressed to Taka, and they ripped it out of his fucking hand. But because he was grasping onto the edge of it so hard, it just ripped out of his hand. And while we're at it, I should tell you one other thing. The two victims this time definitely had their e-handbooks on them. So the handbooks have nothing to do with how the murders were carried out. Not that there was any reason to think they were connected to the killings in the first place.
So you're saying I don't have to think about the handbooks this time, right?
Is that right?
If you didn't have to think about them at all, I wouldn't have gone out of my way to mention it. All I said is that they weren't used to help carry out the murders. There may come a point, however, where a handbook may play a role. A handbook may play a role? I don't think I understand. But if Kyoko thinks it's important, I'd better keep it in mind. E-handbook added. Ding dong, ding bong.
Are you excited? Are you pumped? It's time for the class trial to begin! Like the bright burst of fireworks, like the flash of a soul clashing with life and death. And so, with no further ado, everyone please meet at the usual spot. Make your way to the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
It would seem...
It's unfortunate, but I suppose this is where our investigation comes to an end. You'll have to figure out the rest for yourself and come to the proper conclusion. Yeah, you're right.
Shall we go?
Well, we'd better get going.
Okay. Alright. Well, I'm gonna save it here. There we go. Saved. And yeah. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Yeah. Peace out, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Next time we will do the trial, and that'll be cool, so consider watching the next episode. Peace out.